Good morning, everybody. This is Takamura here again, and like I said, for my next video, I'm gonna be reviewing on Cars 2. Came out in 2011. So, plot of this movie, we got the spy named Fin Finisov. He tries to take down this spy named Professor Z, but he failed too. And then, and then, then moving on, we got Lightning McQueen and Mater, once again, voiced by Larry the Cable Guy and Owen Wilson. Then, yeah, they like to hang out a lot, and then Lightning McQueen and Sally that night went on a dinner date, and then on the TV, there was this thing called the World Grand Prix, and then Lightning McQueen got invited to race in the World Grand Prix by this car named Miles Axelrod, if I'm pronouncing his name right. And then, yeah. So, Lightning McQueen decided to take Mater, and yeah. But Lightning McQueen always tells Mater to act different, but he never listens to him, and yeah. Then the World Grand Prix started, and he then Lightning McQueen did not win the race as like he always does because Mater got distracted talking to this character, Holly Shifwell. So Lightning McQueen got very upset with him, and so Lightning McQueen decided to go home to Radiator Springs, but however, he decided to team up with these two spies, Vince Vanessa and Holly Shifwell, and yeah. And they went around Europe and all that, and yeah. They became spies, and yeah. And yeah. Yeah, and Lightning McQueen and all the other races did not realize there was gonna be like a bomb or some explosion device in the camera that is being controlled by Professor Z. So it is up to Mater to save Lightning McQueen, and it is up to them to take down Professor Z, and that's basically what the plot is. Now, what do I have to say about Cars 2? To be honest, this is by far the best Cars movie. I know this movie has a lot of hate, but I do have quite a bit of an unpopular opinion here, but I just don't know why this is my favorite Cars movie. I mean, maybe because it has a lot like traveling with it in it, which I am into traveling. I only been outside the country once, but I really wanted to travel someday to Europe and all of that. And yeah. So that's probably the reason why this is the best Cars movie in my opinion. Then yeah. I know. You do not hate me for this. So yeah, please do not hate me for this. That I said this is the best Cars movie. So yeah. That is just my personal opinion. But if you do hate this movie, that's totally okay with me. I respect your opinion as long as you respect mine's back. So, yeah. So, anyways. So, yeah. So, that's my opinion. And now, did I saw, and no, I did not saw this movie in theaters. I did not saw this film in theaters. Because I guess I was more of a Toy Story person than a Cars person. But, you know. But I did watch this movie quite a lot when it came out on DVD. I used to watch it so many times. Well, not, I wouldn't say so many times, but I watched it, like, quite a lot. So, yeah. So, yeah, I did not saw this film in theaters. But, so, yeah. Now, was another thing I can say about this movie. Let's talk about. Yeah, the animation is really good. Like I said, every single Pixar film's movies animation is really good. So yeah, Pixar makes like the best animation. So yeah, and let's talk about the characters. Lightning McQueen and Mater, of course, once again are great characters, and all the original characters are great. Once again, ignore the train in the background. Sorry, I'm gonna try to talk over it. So yeah. So yeah, Lightning Mc... So yeah, Lightning McQueen and Mater are great characters once again, and all the original characters are great. And Holly Shifwell and Vanessa, they're great characters. They're great characters. And Professor Z, he's a weak villain. He's one of the weak Pixar villains. I'm not saying he's a bad character, but he's just a weak villain, in my opinion. Like, he wanted to kill Lightning McQueen and yeah. Yeah, he's just a weak villain. Then what is another thing I can say about this movie? Miles Exelon, he's a decent villain. I don't mind. He's an alright villain. So yeah, that's my opinion on Miles Exelon. So yep. What's another thing I can say about this movie? Okay, and Francesco Nonuni? That's how I'm pronouncing his last name. Francesco. He's a great character. I don't mind him. But now let's talk about now there are some flaws with this movie. I'll explain my flaws about this movie. My first flaw is some of the jokes in this movie kind of felt flat. Some of the jokes just did not laugh with me at all, and yeah. Yeah. Some of the jokes are kind of felt flat, but you know. But yeah, there are some jokes that made me laugh, but some jokes did not. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, anyways, and my other flaw I had this film, just look at it. This movie is rated G. But guess what? This movie should have been a PG rating. You wanna know why? Because it has guns and explosions and all of that. Like, seriously, for a G-rated movie? I get it. I guess they wanted to have this movie to have a G rating because the first movie is rated G. Like, come on. I would have given this film a PG rating. Because it is violent. Kind of violent. So, yeah. So yeah, those are my only two flaws I have. And, yeah. Now let's talk about some scenes in this movie. Scenes. Oh, I really like the scene where Mater tries that statue ice cream or whatever it is. And yeah, that was a funny scene. And another funny scene is. And another funny scene is. Another funny scene is. Oh yeah, the bathroom scene, that's why. Trying to think for a minute. Yeah, bathroom scene. The bathroom scene where Mater was screaming and all that, and that was a very funny scene. And yeah. So those are the only two scenes I can think of. Now, those are the two scenes I could think of in this movie right now. So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's. So yeah, I think that's all. So that's all I can say about Cars 2. So now let's give out my rating. I gave Cars 2 an 8 out of 10. This movie just has a couple of flaws, which I already mentioned. So, yeah. But other than that, it's a great movie. And honestly, best out of the Cars movies. But if you do hate this movie, I respect your opinion as long as you respect mine's back. So anyways, that is it for my review on Cars 2. And stay tuned for my next review, which will be on Brave. So until then, see you in the next video.